Hi friends, I got organized, I got overwhelmed, and now I'm catching up with stickers. I'm using my Happy Planner and we're using Coffee Monsterz Co's Tulip Fields to finish out the week. So come see part 2 of my Tulip Field series. Let's plan together. Hi everybody, I've got my ginger ale today. And we're gonna start the planner. Let me take my ring off and let's flip. The last video we did, what's this layout? Isn't it so cute? So this is Coffee Monsterz Co. And today I'm gonna plan the week of 26th through June 1st. And so let's get started. First of all, you may have noticed that my channel has a new look. And it's got the new banner, it's got a new description and profile picture. They've all changed, as well as a new name. It's now Made with Birg. So let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're thinking about, how you like it, and did you like my videos? Which videos do you like? What do you want more of? I would love to see some comments. And I do respond to every comment. Yeah, so hopefully. All right, so I'm just putting down what I'm doing this week. I'm very grateful that I was able to spend time with family. This week, it has been a great week. You know, last week was, well, this is Memorial Day, so, you know, we're doing this at the end of the week because Memorial Day came and went, we did all kinds of fun things. And then, you know, you're not getting planning there. And then we had organizers and I was exhausted and, you know, you just get behind. So now we're going to center back and get everything started again. And I'd love to tell you about what was going on. So we'll get started first. All right. So I want to show you our main stickers. Here's the Coffee Monsterz Co. This is what we have left. So we're going to use some of these today. And we'll probably use some markers and some other fun things. So Memorial Day weekend, there was no planning, as I said, and then work, since we were off Friday and Monday, was extremely busy. And so then we had the planner for the next 2 days. I'm sorry, we're very busy on Tuesday. I stayed until around 6, and then we had the organizer for the next 2 days. We cleaned an entire room in 4 hours, which totally wiped me out for Wednesday and Thursday. And then the rest of the week, well, you know, it's just busy and you got other things going on. So let's start with this one. And we're going to start with, we had some coffee time. We got up late. We had a great Memorial Day, just an absolute fun Memorial Day. We went and first we had coffee time. We slept late. So I'm just going to do that. And then we just enjoyed ourselves with coffee time and relaxation. So what we did was we went first as a family, and I'll put this down. We went and we played pickleball. What fun was that? So we played pickleball, and it was just a family fun day. We just had, these are my notes. We just had a fun day of pickleball, and then we went and we met my in-laws at, let's put these somewhere where I can use them. Well, we met them at the barbecue restaurant, and then we went back to their house, and my mother-in-law made just a really good strawberry pie. I cannot tell you how wonderful it was. So let's see, we're gonna do pickleball. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. So we play pickleball, and we'll just say pickleball tourney with family. And then I've got this cute little sticker from I think it's Every Moment a Story. It kind of matches the little theme, so we're going to keep that in there. Oh no, this is Once More with Love. So this is Once More with Love. Aren't those cute? They're stretching. I thought it'd be cute. So we did the pickleball, and then we had a delicious lunch of Public Subs, and then we had some potato chips, and then we had watermelon. Oh my gosh. Have you ever done this? So when I was younger, we would go to Springs, you know, for a day, or, you know, we might do it for, say, something like this, Memorial Day. And then you take the watermelon and you put it in the spring. And because the spring is like 72, the watermelon gets really cold and crisp. And then you take it out when you're ready to eat it. And oh my gosh, it was so good. I just remember that. It would be just this crispy, cold, sweet, crunchy. It was so good. So do you have any good memories from holidays like this, what you and your family used to do? Okay, so we met at a barbecue place. So we're gonna put barbecue with in-laws. And back for strawberry pie. So good. Okay, so let me tell you about the strawberry pie. It was like my mother-in-law had made this strawberry pie, and it had huge strawberry. I mean, some of the strawberries were huge. They were full. She did not cut them in half, so she just put them in the pie crust. And then it was almost like a gelatin around it, a red gelatin. It was so good. And on the top, she had just mounded some homemade whipped cream. It was phenomenal. So we had tea and coffee and all kinds of fun stuff. And then we just came home and went to bed. Bedtime. I'm just gonna put bedtime. But we stayed at their house. It was fun. We got to talk to my father-in-law, was in the military for 20 years. And so it was really nice to, to have him, thank him for his service and just be around him. So it was fun. It was a fun day. So that was Monday. But I will tell you what we did on Saturday of this week. We ended up in the emergency room. So I got up really early on Saturday, and I couldn't sleep, so I just got into bed. I got out of bed and I came down. I was having a little coffee, and right as I was getting tired, my husband came down and he's like, I've got to go to the emergency room. So I'll explain what he did. So the week before, he went to the gym with my daughter, and they did a workout, and she put him on the weight bench. And when he was on the bench, ready to get off, he did what he describes as a karate move. And, we're older, so like you can't be doing karate moves. But anyway, what he did was he took his legs and he put them up in the air, and then he flung himself down. And so his top of his body came up. And as it did, he swerved himself, under the bar. And apparently he pulled a neck muscle. And so, he had a headache all week, and his neck was really hurting him. And so Saturday morning he said, I really think we need to go. So we went to the emergency room, and it was hilarious. It was just like a comedy of errors. When we got there, when I go to the emergency room, I kind of look around at, like, when I go to the doctor's or whatever, like, who's sick? Who's sick around here? Let's stay away from those people. Well, not my husband. No, not my husband. He sat right by this guy. And what happened to my page? He sat right by this guy, and this guy was totally sick. In fact, he was so sick that some nurse came out and she was asking questions. He needed a ride or something. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, he said, I have bronchitis. And she looked down at her clipboard and just read something and looked back up at him, and she said, would you mind if I get a mask? So we're like, oh, okay, we're gonna leave. So we went and sat in this little alcove, and no sooner did we do that when another nurse pushes a person out. It's this lady, and she looks like she's with her daughter, and that lady had a barf bag with her, and then she started holding her stomach and moaning. So we were like, the emergency room was right up there. Weren't many people there. So we went over to the corner and sat down, but that was hilarious. Then we got back there, and they ended up giving him something to, like this very slight muscle relaxer thing, and which let everything stop. They described it as a neck strain, so tension strain or something. So that's what they did. It was not. It was, it was a non-starter. It wasn't a big deal. But anyway, that took up all the day. And then by the time we got home, I was just absolutely exhausted. So I was out for the rest of the day. So that was that. But what happened while I was out was my daughter and my husband, they went to the local mall. You can see my little list here. They went to the mall and they got some clothes so that my husband would look good on the little court for the pickleball court. So I was impressed. My daughter was making her dad look nice, so I thought that was nice. But anyway, so Tuesday I went to work, and then I had to charge my car. So we have a charger at the house, and we've stretched the cord so much it's actually come out of the wall, and we think it has a short in it now. So we've got the electrician. In fact, that's what's happening this week, coming for an estimate, because we are going to have to put in a new charger. So we've got the new charger, and that's okay. We got the new charger, and in fact we got 2 new chargers, and now we're gonna have 2 chargers in there, but we had to have an estimate, so that's coming this week. It was just, crazy. So anyway, so that was Tuesday. So I went Tuesday and got everything done. I had to pick up the dog meds too on Tuesday. The little dogs, I had to order their medicine. I had a nice coffee break, coffee time. There's another coffee time one. Let's do a little switch up here if we can. I think okay, I fixed it. Okay, my husband borrowed this light earlier, and he put it back down on the table, and he put it on top of my stuff. So this is Once More with Love. Aren't these cute? Aren't these adorable? All right, so I'm gonna put this on here, and then the let's do this one because we had coffee time. Oh, actually, hold on. We have yeah, no, we can do that. Coffee time. Coffee time. Okay. All right, yeah, so let's do a little ring around that, a little bubble. Let's do the yellow. Let me see. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we're gonna do the yellow box around this. Whoops, I just dropped something. I might have to pick that up in a minute. Okay, now, I did also do some YouTube, but I'll not worry about that. All right, so this was Tuesday. So Tuesday I had coffee time. I had to run errands and all that good stuff. So I had to get bins because I had to get picked up and ready to go for the organizer the next day. So that was awesome. Let me see. Let's see, what do you think we should do? We'll do some squiggles in this. What do you think? I think that'll be cute. So see, if you just put boxes around things or little, you can also do little lines with your markers. It kind of adds a little something, and it makes the days look cute, I think. Okay, so also on this, all right, so I charged my car. I had to go to Publix and go to Walmart. I had to go get the dog's medicine. The charge, I had to go, because we've ruined our charger, I had to go charge my car at another place, which was a new experience for me. So that was nice, but we are getting a new charger, so I don't have to worry about that for too much longer. I don't know when they're gonna be able to come to do that, but I'll tell you what we had, and you guys need to try this if you haven't. They were sweet potato taco bowls. I think I've talked about these before, but these are so good. So all you do is you brown your ground beef or whatever meat you want. We use ground beef, and you just put your favorite taco seasoning on it like you normally do. And then what you do is you take sweet potatoes and you cut them up, and you put cumin and chili powder is what we put on them. And you can find recipes out there. They're called sweet potato tacos. Anyway, and you roast the sweet potato in the oven. And so you just look up roasted sweet potatoes. They're so good. So then in the bowl, you put your taco, you use the sweet potatoes like they're the shell. So you put them in the bottom of the bowl, and then you add your meat and your cheese, and you want to do olives, the salsa, guac, whatever you want. Now, I also do that angel hair cabbage, which makes it a little better for you, dish. You can do that, and it is so good. So if you get a chance, try it. You will not be sorry. It's so good. And I put sour cream, and then it was good. It was delicious. Okay, so the dog medicine thing was a Hubman and Chub Girl. And I'm going to link all these, of course, down in the description, so you'll have them. All right, so I am going to do this little guy, I think. That'll be fun. Okay, so that was Tuesday. Now let's do Wednesday. Wednesday, we had the organizer come. I love the organizer, guys. She is wonderful. She has helped me clean out a room, and I think I said this earlier, it took us 4 hours to do it. So it is ready to go, and she's great. I love her. I'm so glad I engaged her in her services. Okay, so we got dry cleaning that day. That's normal. Dry cleaning is my normal thing. So dry clean pickup. Okay, and I did have coffee because she came a little later. So I'm gonna do my coffee here. Let's get that. That was good. We'll do this little cup today. Coffee time. And I had some YouTube that day. And then I had to get my lunch and pick up for the organizer, finish cleaning up. All right, so we've got the organizer who came on that day, and then we needed to go to Publix. So let's do 2 appointments. We're gonna do the today here. Actually, we're supposed to do the today up here. So let's do today. Actually, hold on. We're gonna do the today here, and then the to-do over here, so that we know what we're to-doing. To-doing. I'm making up words here. Okay, so today we had the organizer, and then we had to do, and she came from 12 to 4. And I think I've mentioned this. We have a room, which we have not done anything with for 6 years. And so she was here to help me organize it. It was fabulous. And let me just tell you, don't let anybody talk you out of your services if you need them. You go right ahead and get the stuff that you need. Then I had to go to Publix for a prescription. I also picked up some groceries, but we don't have to worry about that either. All right, so if you look, I'm layering stickers here, right here. Isn't that cute? We'll do some more little sticker stuff too. So that mesh just makes it cute. So you've got the layer, the bottom layer, and then you can layer on top. That's just a new look for your thing. All right, now, after the organizer came, I was absolutely beat. I'm just gonna tell you, I was done for. So I am going to, first of all, we had chicken Alfredo. We're gonna get your ducks in a row on this one because the organizer was coming. All right, so we're putting ducks in a row up there. Now the organizer was here, and then we had, what did I have for dinner? I just did real quick chicken Alfredo, which was good. Let me do this too. I'm gonna put organize up here. I'm sorry, I'm a little all over the place right now. So now that we've organized, okay, now let's do down here, let's get our meal in, and that is going to be chicken Alfredo. Let's do that. Chicken Alfredo. Oops. I sort of messed that one way up, didn't I? All right, chicken Alfredo. And then I was just completely beat, guys. So I went to bed after that. I was exhausted and tired. And so I went to bed and went to sleep. There was no ifs or buts about it. Let's see. So here's my little blobbies. Aren't these cute? So we're gonna put one of these because I was absolutely dead. And I'm gonna put absolutely dead. Oh, we found so many things in that room. I'm just put absolutely dead. Went to bed early. I could hardly keep my eyes open at dinner. I was just out, totally out. So I'm gonna put this little guy here. That is just absolutely how I felt. Oh wait, let me put it down there right. Oh, so cute. Anyway, so that was Wednesday. Now, let me get my stickers organized here again. Then, let's see what we did on Thursday. oh yeah, we're gonna do this up here. Usually put a little group thing. Let's put a little group meal, because we had a little group meal with the family. We'll put the blue because red, white, and blue. All right, now let's move forward with the organizer, chicken Alfredo. Okay, so that's done. Now I've kind of written out my days. You can do this if you want to. You don't have to. I'm just doing it because I'm trying to do this video and make it, you know, nice. So, all right. So now Thursday. Oh, so anyway, Saturday of the week, when after we went to the emergency room, came home. I forgot to talk about this. We had the best burgers. My daughter made burgers, and then we we got fries. No, we did corn, grilled corn, beans, watermelon. It was so yummy. We also watched, and this movie is so good, y'all. I had forgotten how really cool it is. It's one of my favorite things. We watched Kung Fu Panda. It was so funny. All the characters are so funny. Oh, hold on. All right, I'm gonna stick a sticker over that. I just really boofed up, didn't I? Let's do 2 trash cans. Double trash. Okay, trash day. Okay, I'm not thinking. I'm trying to talk and write, and that doesn't work for me. All right, so Thursday's always trash day. I did sleep in because I was spent. And then we had a coffee time. So let me do that. Where is the coffee time? Let's see, we've got a couple of cute coffees. I want to do this one this time. That's pretty, isn't it? Cute. Coffee time. Okay, now I'm gonna split this because I think it'll be cute to do that. What do you think? Okay, now let's line this here. I don't know if you can hear. My husband's walking upstairs. You might get to hear that. Luckily, we have an ice maker, and it's running right now, but I remembered to shut the door this time on one of my videos. I'm telling you, I had to rework some stuff. Okay, coffee time. All right, this was the day we had the electrician come and give us our estimate, and then we had an organizer. It was a pretty busy day too. So you see what I mean? I really just didn't have time to plan this week. So we're gonna do this. We had, I'm gonna do slept in. I got to sleep in a lot this week, actually. So that was kind of nice. All right, so let's see. What are we gonna do here? So I'm gonna put that I'm grateful for sleeping in. Okay, that's always good. And then, what is this? Hold on, I can't read my own writing. Oh, yes. Okay, so now we had the electrician come. So let's do this. Let's put a little estimate here. Let's see, we'll do a pink for the little, yeah, I think that'll work. Actually, let's do something over here. I'm gonna grab my Happy Planner stuff, and I think we'll put a little estimate. First, we'll do organizer. Actually, the electrician came first. So let's do that. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. Okay. Let's see. Estimate. By electrician. So we're getting the 2 new Tesla things put in. So I get an estimate for that. Let me put this over here. Then we were taking out Confederate jasmine because we had to put in a fence. So we had to take that down. And when my husband was cutting it, he cut a live wire. He cut a wire, so we have to get that repaired. They're going to be putting on some other stuff, up some lamps. I mean, oh, also I'm going to get strip lighting, so I'm going to have lighting up here. It's going to be nice, although that's going to be really nice, and I'll be able to see in the kitchen. So yeah, so we got a lot of little projects, and we've had outlets that don't work, so they're coming to fix those. We just have a lot that we're doing right now as far as that. Now, I also have the organizer coming. Where is that organizer? I organized my home today. The organizer came. Again, she came from, what time? Let me see. She was there, I think, from 12 to 4, so let me write that down. Organized 12 to 4. There we go. And I am so thankful for her. So let's do this. Thankful for my organizer. Let's say I'm grateful for organizer. To be able to organize. So we got that room done. We sorted through pictures. That's the day we sorted through all the pictures, which was nice. And then I made that day, what did I make? Oh, I made homemade chicken noodle soup. I had some in the freezer. So what you should do is you should always kind of make, if you're going to make a big pot of soup, make a big pot of soup. And then what I do is I end up putting it aside. I put some aside and stick it in the freezer, and then you have, for the nights like this when you're totally zonkered and it's you know, that kind of thing, you have a way that you can have a nice dinner without, you know, without having to cook it. So it was homemade chicken noodle soup. It tasted so good. Everybody loved it. My daughter had 2 helpings of it. And then there was none left, and she wanted to, you know, she wanted to get another little bowl, or when she was going to her second one, there was hardly any left. And then Matt, or my husband, came in and he just devoured it. So that was a good meal. That's always a great way to do stuff, is a little bit extra. Chicken noodle soup, there's so many great little recipes out there for that. I make another soup, and I'll tell you what, if you use your, if you have a, excuse me, I'm gonna move this. If you have, what are those things called? Instapot. Those are awesome, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. If you get one of those, there's so many recipes you can find, quick and easy, and I make a really good soup with that from the Pioneer lady. She had one soup, it was a long time ago, and I've actually kind of adapted it, so I add extra stuff. And this looks like a soup pot here. We're gonna do that. So I've adapted that little recipe and added a few new ingredients, different stuff, and so that's what we have. Okay, now here I'm gonna put, I think I'm gonna put this down here because I forgot to use that one day. I thought this would be sweet in here. So it kind of looks like you're on a road. Okay, now Friday was also a fun day. Friday is my no work day, but I think I did work that day, didn't I? I thought I worked on Thursday. No, I did not work. Okay, so I did work on Friday. Okay, so I worked from 11 to 4:30 on Friday, so let's get that done first. Also, it was payday, so I'm gonna put the payday up. Okay, we don't want to forget that, right? And then we'll do a little coffee for coffee time. I think I had coffee time. I'm gonna do the other coffees, little cute coffee ladies that I have. Here we go. How about this? This is what I felt like probably by this day. Actually, what was that? I don't know what that says. We'll just do that one. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I'll put that over there because that'll look cute on the other side, and we'll do coffee time. Okay, now, Friday I went to work from 11 to 4:30, so it was a big work day because I didn't really get to go on Monday because we had the holiday, and then Tuesday I had the organizer, I went Tuesday to work. Wednesday I had the organizer, so I didn't get to do it then, so I needed to go in and get some stuff done. So, but we had a special kind of fun thing that day. I got to have lunch with my daughter. So we went out to a little restaurant that has this really great pizza and a drink combo. So we'll do that. I'm gonna do this first though. Let's see. Let's do one of these for my work time now. Let's see which one I did over here. We did the orange. Let's do the green. That's kind of cute. And that'll actually kind of match that. Okay, whoops, let me put that right here. Okay, and so what did I say my work time was? It was 11 to 4:30. Now these little script things are from Judeanne. She has a lot of good, just scripty kind of stuff. We're gonna do that 4:30 p.m. And then I have a work, don't I have a little work thing? Oh, and we'll put I didn't put the organized one up either. So let's do that. There's the blobby one. Isn't that hilarious? I think that one is so funny. I just love it. Okay, there it is. There's work. So now, so last week we also did a Mission Impossible. What I'm asking is, we have group outings. I don't know if you guys do that. Hopefully you do have some group outings. We have group outings, and we did a day of Mission Impossible, which was awesome. Everybody gathered. We met at a certain time at the movie theater, and we got our lunch there. Everybody got what they wanted to eat, and then we had the Mission Impossible. That movie, I'm telling you, it is long, but it's worth it. It really is. It was good. My daughter loved it. Everybody loved the movie. But you know, it is Mission Impossible. There were some impossibilities in there, but I was just watching on the thing, and in some of the scenes, Tom Cruise is in water, and he learned to hold his breath for 6 minutes. Can you imagine? I can't imagine that. I can hardly go 2. Now, I used to swim in high school, and so, I can, I'm good with breath, with holding it a little bit longer, but I could not do that. I mean, we used to do a contest where you would go from one end of the pool to the other, and that was fun. Okay, so I needed to do, so before laundry, before work, I did laundry and did a quick pickup. So I'm gonna do this here. So we're just gonna put, let's do this. Let's do some stars. Let's see, any of these? Green, purple, we'll do a couple. So we'll do a little star here, and a little star here, and then we'll put today on there. So we'll put the today. So we're gonna put laundry, which I'm catching up on. What is your household nemesis? Mine is laundry. Oh my goodness. I think I figured it out though. I'm very proud of myself. I clean the kitchen. It's taken me, I don't know, I've been married almost 30 years this March, so it has taken me that long to figure out how to do laundry. I do not recommend taking that long to figure it out, but anyway, that is what happened to me. But I'm gonna tell you, I figured out it's just consistency. If you'll be consistent with it, you'll get it done. But here's what I had to do. I had to figure out why I wasn't doing it. And so here's what I figured out. First of all, I absolutely hate folding. I just didn't like folding the laundry. I didn't like the fact that you can't just get it done. It's not like a one and done. You have to wait and go back and forth. And I just don't like to do that. I used to try to do one day and do all my laundry one day. And that is, first of all, impossible. I also hate it when you have a huge load of laundry and then you don't really want to, mess with it, right? So I had to figure it all out. So here's what I did. First of all, I have laundry bins all over the place, and they don't look like laundry bins. They're nice. So right by each side of our bed, I have one, so we can put the clothes in there. I've got one in the entranceway. I have got one in my daughter's bedroom, one in her bathroom, one in my bedroom, and so they're small. So when those fill up, I do them. But here's the key. You have to just do it consistently. And I think that's actually the key to life, to be quite honest, is doing things consistently. So what I do is when I get up in the morning, I have a small bag because I realized I was always banging my hands on the doors when I was trying to lug these huge baskets of laundry up the stairs, and I didn't want to put them up. I didn't want to fold them. So I've got a small little bag. I put laundry in that. You know, it's just a few, it's, you know, maybe 20 pieces or less. I do that when I come down to get my coffee. I put that in. And then, hold on, we had dinner at a pizza place that night. I'm sorry, I'm gabbing too much. With my daughter and my husband. That was fun. So anyway, so I do a small bag. So when I come down for my coffee, I put that in the washing machine. And then by the time I go back up, it's usually ready to put in the dryer. If not, when I come back out, when I come down to go to work, I'll stick it in the dryer. Then, also, I don't fold a lot of stuff, guys. I only fold the absolute necessary stuff, and I don't fold it like, I'm not one of these where you fold it into a complete square and it's so nice and neat, and then you know, color code it in your written. No, I'm not gonna do that. I will throw it in a big bin, and that's that, and that's what I'll do. But other than that, I'm not really gonna do a whole lot. So I don't fold underwear, I don't fold sports clothes. I fold t-shirts very quickly, so I just fold them in half and then fold them again. Pants the same way, one and one. And I take them up. Once I finish the laundry, then I take it up and put it up. So, and I don't mind, I found out I don't mind folding, you know, a few pieces at a time. That works. I don't mind putting them up. That works. And then, so then when I go up in the afternoon to change my clothes, I take the laundry up and put it up, and then, you know, I just do it on and off the whole day. So anyway, that's how I do it. And I find that works much better than what I used to do, which was wait and try to do it all in one. And then it was like, I don't want to do it. Right? So kind of goofy. All right. So Saturday I had coffee. I had slept in. Where's my sleep in one? I really did sleep in a lot this week. You know, I shouldn't be. Oh, there's the organizing one. So let me put the little organizer down here. Actually, let's do this. That works, doesn't it? So we'll put that here. Okay, I've got my coffee time. This was a nice day. We did a lot of cute things this day. We had a good time. We had to go, we were looking for carpets in the room upstairs that we cleared. We didn't find any, but that's okay. So we're gonna go shopping that day. Where's my shopping stickers? I kind of sort of put everything together. So we'll have it. Let me get rid of these. Sorry. Then I can quickly go through these. So we were going shopping for a rug up there. I'm excited. We're really gonna have something nice upstairs once we get everything finished. So excited. Now I'm working on my craft room with the organizer, which is awesome. To get it done, so I'll be able to be doing more projects for you guys once we get all this done. I don't know what I'm looking for, the shopping one. Where did the shop? Okay, let me try again. So let's look for the shopping one. Sometimes these stick together. There it is. Okay, shopping. So this day we went, like I said, a rug, and then we had to go to the bookstore. It was such a shame. We had to go pick up a couple of books because I was going to a graduate's party, and then there was somebody else that I will not see after this for a while. And they were graduating, so I took 2 gifts to that party. That was fun though. That was the old friends. The town I grew up in, my 2 best friends, they were there once, and both of their sons are graduating. So that's who we were doing stuff with. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay. All right. So today, let's see what we're going to do today, because we did to do the last thing. I know we did today that last time. Okay. So let's do to do this time. And then we will do a pink, I think. What do you think? Okay. Today, you know what? Hold on. Let's move this sticker, and then we can put this up there. So that'll be better. If we put this up here, sleep in. Not on Sunday though. We can't sleep in on Sunday, right? Because we have got church. Okay, oops, that didn't work either. Goodness, today I'm kind of funny. All right, so I'm very excited about this calendaring. I'm really doing pretty well with it. I can't believe it. So I do love stickers though. That keeps me coming back, I think. Okay, so we did, what did I say, the carpet, and then we had grad gifts. So let's see, carpet, shopping. I really should say rug shopping, but anyway, and then grad gifts. So, of course, when we went, to go get grad gifts, we had to look at a few things. So I bought a Daphne's Diary. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's really cool. She is from, I think it's Norway, and it's kind of like a grown-up activity book, really. That's how I'll describe it. It's really nice. So we did that. Then we played pickleball. So let's do pickleball. Let's see, I'm gonna put grad party down here, grad party. And that was from 2 to 5, but we actually stayed there until 9, I think. So we were there quite a long time, just talking. We had the best time talking. It was fun. Catching up, seeing old friends. It was just fun. We had a good time. All right, so, oh no, the grad party was not on that night. I'm sorry. Grad party was on Sunday. And again, we stayed till 9 o'clock. Gosh, I am losing my mind here. Okay, there we go. So that day, we pretty much ended the day with a grad party. I'm gonna put that here, and then we'll put some cute stickers. Okay, so that was it. Now, this day on Saturday, I'm sorry, we did pickleball, and then we had P.F. Chang's, and we watched, I think probably Monk. Do you guys like Monk? I love Monk. They're so fun. We all sit around and watch it. It's just a fun. So let's do pickleball. We're having fun playing pickleball. Do you guys do that? I'm gonna put tourney with family. So we've only got 2 rackets, so we switch off. And where is my little stretchy thing? There it is, my stretchers. And I'm gonna put that in there. And then we'll do this. Actually, let's do one of these. That would be kind of cute, wouldn't it? We'll put that here with a little sticker, and we'll put P.F. Chang. P.F. Chang's. Have you seen these? They're frozen meals. They've got like the fried rice. They've got their beef with broccoli. They've got my family's favorite, which is the orange chicken. So I do those. I keep those in the freezer for times just like this when we're just needing something quick and easy but fun. That's what I do. So that's what we do. All right, so I'm gonna do this around here. And then I've got to get a little chef to go down there. You know what, I forgot my TV ones. I can do those, but let's do a chef and we'll put him in the pink. Where is the chef? Let's see, here we go. Should we do, I thought we had a pizza one too. Let me see, that's one, but let's look and see if we can't find another one. Oh, here's the other one. So that looks like ice cream. This looks like Chinese, doesn't it? Let's see. I think we're gonna stick with the chef though. I don't know. What do you guys think? That would be cute. Maybe we'll do that. So now let's draw around this and we'll put some stars, I think, on that. So this was Saturday. That was a fun day. I enjoyed that. That was so nice. We really had a pretty good week, even though I was totally worn out most of the week. But that was fun. All right, let's put some stars up here. So see, as I've done before, you could just do anything with this, and that all turns out cute. Doesn't it? It's so cute. All right. There you go. Okay. That's perfect. All right, now let's do Sunday. Sunday, we have church, of course, and then we ate out. We ate at the club, I think. That's not Sunday. We ate out at the club, and oh, yeah, I was worn out that day. Okay, so I was tired this day, so we just I'm gonna put that down here. Actually, let's pull this up a little bit. We're gonna move that for a third time, aren't we? Okay, let's pull that up. We'll put that here. And then we'll put this here. And I'm just gonna put one out. One out. I do get so jazzed though when we go to these. I'm a very social person, so I love to go to something like this grad party and just sit around. We had a ball, I have to tell you. Okay, so we did church. So let me get my church out here. Which one is gonna be cute with this? I think the pink. Pink, 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 pink. Let's do pink. Actually, that's a little bright, isn't it? Let's do the purpley one. right here. This one will work. Okay, so we have church. We just did the church service. So that was at 10:30 to 11:30. And then we went to lunch at the club. And let's see, coffee time. And then by the time we got home, we had maybe 30 minutes. I think Matt took a nap, and then I did not take a nap. Although, sometimes I wish I would have, sometimes, right? I was fine though. I didn't need to take a nap for that. Okay, I was just gonna look for the coffee stickers. Let's find those. Oh, you know what? We need to put this right here. So let's find a small one to put there. Let's do this. This is kind of cute, isn't it? The little person running. All right, so let me get that done. We are almost finished, guys. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do the, where was I? Oh, the coffee time. Okay, so let's find the coffee time. Let's do one of the, well, no, I want to do one of the other ones. Let's see. Kind of, since we're doing kind of every other, that'll work if I can find it. If not, we'll just, there it is. Okay, so let's do this. This is cute. Oh, that's a little big for that. So let's do something small. You think these are small? Okay, so let's do the coffee cup. We haven't, oh yeah, we have done that one. How about this one? Oh, we've done that one. Oh, we'll do this one, I guess. That'll work. Okay, is that, I don't know if that'll work. Let's see, coffee time. We'll put that right here. Okay, now I think we're finished as far as that goes. Now let's add our deco stickers and some markers if we need to. And then let's see, I have, I'm grateful for lunch with Kinsey, all right, so we're finished. Now let's do our one last grateful. I'm really grateful that I had lunch out with my daughter. Now, my happy memory for the week, I would say, was playing pickleball with the family. So I'm going to put that down. So take the time to think back on the positive things during the week, and it will help you. It will help you start looking for and noticing the positive things that are going on in your life rather than the negative. I don't know. I don't know if you saw in the intro, I had my candle lit. So whenever you do this, you want to do that and make everything just kind of so. All right, so I'm going to put this little guy somewhere. Let's get that one up. The balloon, isn't that so cute? So let's do this. Let's put this up here, and then we'll just do like a little swirly. Like he's been, going along. Okay, now let's put this little girl somewhere. She's cute. And the boot, what are we gonna do with the boot? Isn't the boot cute? I just think that's adorable. All right, so let's find some place for this last boot to go. What do you think? Let's put the boot here. Let's pull it down just a little bit. Don't break the boot, Birg. Okay, so there we go. And then we've got the little girl. She's cute. We can put her here. And then the little flowers. Look at the tiny stuff. Okay, so let's just sprinkle these around. Where are my tweezers so that I can get these down quickly? Oh, here they are. Okay, so let's just do that. Let's just use these all up so that we've got little sprinkles of flowers around. All right. See how cute this is? This really adds a little bit. We'll put some in here. Let's put a nice one here. Just takes a few minutes to get these down. Right. Just adds a little, look at how cute that is. It just adds a bunch to your layout, doesn't it? All right, so we can do a little watering can. Put that here. And then we've got the cute rainboot. What adorable is that? How adorable is the cute little rainboot? Let's put that with a family memory. And then, oh, that's a mini air balloon. Oh my gosh, isn't that cute? Let's do this. Okay. And then the little head peeking out of the flower. So we've done some cute techniques today. We've got the layering of the stickers here. This makes for a cute layout. I'm going to get more into the layering, I think. I kind of haven't been doing that as much as I could be, I guess. Let's do this, and then we'll stick one in the center. Okay, and then we got 3 more. Now, don't forget, when you do Coffee Monsterz Co, they have these little beans. You put them on the cards, and then once the card is filled up, they give you instructions. And I think you get a special flower set or something if you, I think you just follow the instructions. I think you take a picture of it, and then you request or something. I can't remember. It's not complicated, and it's just an extra little added kind of fun thing that Coffee Monsterz Co does. Which I like a lot. Okay, let's see, where are we gonna put this last little thing? And then let's get a marker. Let's see, what are we gonna do? How about here? Let's put that by work. Okay, now, let's do any other markers. So see how we've done some boxes, that's cute. But let's do some lines in here to break up some of this stuff. I think that would be good. Let's do this in a box, because I think that's just gonna look better, right? A Memorial Day celebration. I hope you guys had a good Memorial Day. Let me know in the comments what you did. And I think we've done a lot. Let's see. There we go. All right, yeah, I think we're finished. What do you guys think? I hope you like this. I hope you've enjoyed today. And I think this turned out cute. This week is adorable. I love the Coffee Monsterz Co. I'm going to put all of the sticker brands that I used in the description. I've got my normal stuff up here, and this Coffee Monsterz Co is adorable with this little rain boot. So anyway, I really appreciate you coming today. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and keep on planning, and we'll see you next time. Bye.